Happy Form Friday, you guys. Coach Hannah here with Coach Alicia for Fit Body Boot Camp. This Friday, we are going to be focusing on the hip press. So for our weight, we chose a sandbag. You guys can choose pretty much anything. You can go with a dumbbell, a slam ball, a kettlebell. Might not be too comfortable, but whatever you want to put on for some added resistance, this is the most comfortable for us. So this exercise is going to be targeting mainly your glutes and your hamstrings while also doing a ton of work for your quads. So what Alicia is going to do is from the ground, she's just going to press up to a bridge position, and then she's going to release her hips back down to the ground. So our starting position is actually going to be a little bit angled away from the box. You'll notice where Alicia's hips are in relation to the box and her shoulders. She's not going to be in one straight line pressed up against it because that's going to hurt her back dropping back down. A lot of times we will hear people tell us that this exercise hurts their back, and I know exactly why. It's because once you're up in that bridge position, when you let yourself back down, you start curving your hips toward the back of the box, and then you notice how curved your torso is and how much bad pressure that's putting on your lower back. So it's super important to release straight down and straight up instead of down and back and then back and up right here. So with this exercise, it's also super important to keep your feet flat on the ground, and when you come up, your knees are in a straight line with your toes right here. If your toes are out way ahead of your knees, you might not be getting the same range of motion because then it's going to be harder to pick your hips up all the way. You might not get all the way up to that bridge position, and that's another way that you might hurt your lower back. So we want to keep those feet in line with the knees when we come up to that bridge position. We want the shoulders to be on top of the box at the very top of the rep, and we want to be in that straight line position right here. Now we understand that everyone might not have a box to use for this hip press, so there is a way to do it on the ground. It's practically going to be the same movement, but now your shoulders are going to be on the ground. Your hips are going to press up to a bridge position, and then you're going to press back down. The goal here to get the most burn out of this exercise is going to be not to touch the ground on the way down. Get close, but don't touch it because then you might bounce back up off of it. So we're just going to do it slow and controlled. We are not trying to race. It's not the same type of hip thrust as a kettlebell swing where you're putting a bunch of power into it. You're really focusing on isolating those glutes and those hamstrings here, getting a good squeeze at the top, and then slowly lowering back down. Don't just let your body drop. We always want to control it, not only on the way up, but also on the way down right here. That's it for our Form Friday this week. We hope you guys have a great weekend.